What's up, founders and supporters? I want to first thank each and every one of you guys for supporting me in my journey of documenting this. Like just gaining one follower a week has been so awesome, and some of your guys' comments that tell me to keep going or that I inspire you really do mean the world to me. So this is really why I do it. But I'm gonna start off, with the social. I always like to do that for being, a founder in college, running multiple businesses. It's always good to not necessarily balance to explain how I still live life through doing that. So this week we were trying to raise a bunch of money to make a new program at my school. So I got to go to a lot of dinners and stuff with alumni, drinking with some of our, most prominent alumni, which was a really good time, honestly. And they had a lot of good stories and stuff to share. But it's really just building those relationships and showing them why, like, they're helping out the school, why they're trying to help out the students. And then I also had some friends come down for the weekend, and yeah, we had a good time together. Got to see a lot of people. I went out a bunch, which I didn't get as much work done as I'd wanted to over the weekend, but I got to spend times with some of my good friends back from home. So that was a sacrifice that I definitely made. But during the week, it was locked in. So let me get started. Usually, I like to start off with Sparkly, but I have some news. So we called the founder of Tinder, and we learned a lot from him. We learned what numbers matter. We learned who or how we could exit. We learned what it would take to get to that point. And after that call, it was like, look, we have something working. We have something that's just dragging, right? So we made the choice to go with the thing that's working and put the thing that's dragging behind us. And that took a lot of courage, I'd say, but we're making the choice to kind of be done with Sparkly, so you won't be hearing about it really much anymore. I might keep it on the App Store. On the App Store, sorry, I got the hiccups. But one business, I'd say it failed, but it taught me so much that it succeeded in my book. Look, I only lost like 15K. Like that's in the grand scheme of things, not that much, right? For all the knowledge I was able to learn. It did take years off my life, but that's just what the grind takes. And that's what these losses are for, so that when you win, you understand you can be humble in the future. But getting into personal network CRM, I'd like 50 calls this week or some, it was an ungodly number of calls, and had to just balance all my classes, do that, do exams. And it was really just a grind to get stuff done. And I'd say I did a really good job of like balancing it all. Took a lot of calls with beta testers. I got some people paying for a product in beta that I didn't even know before that found me on like X, which I thought was really cool. And then I started growing, personal brand, posting every day, building in public, and that's been doing pretty well. So it's been a lot of learning, a lot of calls, and then building on the back end. So at night, we're still doing the model where it's like we do a call, then we build. And that's been kind of what we've been doing for Personal Network CRM, and also trying to figure out a new name. So it's been a whirlwind of stuff for that. Dollar in the Dorm too, we're still working on finding a plan to monetize it so it can be break even. That's really the goal. John Marsh has been helping us out with that, and we've been doing a lot of calls, a lot of like research on that. Um, and then let me think what else. I mean, really, eBay. We brought on another client this week, so we'll take that as a big win. Um, because I brought on my cousin, but still, we're onboarding him tonight actually, and he's coming on. And then our other clients' accounts starting to do good again. We figured out our Amazon problems. Our workers starting to do good. So things are starting to really turn up for us, which we're excited about and happy about. Um, and aside from that, that's about it. But I will give a lesson from the week, and I'd say that lesson is really everything you do should be intentional. Because if you go in something without intention, nothing comes out of it. And I know that could sound bad, but think of it this way. My friend was asking me, dude, like I want to network most nights, but I never even get to talk to any girls. And then another person said, like, yeah, I went to the event, but I didn't learn anything. So this is how I'm going to phrase it. when you go somewhere, before you walk in that door, have in your mind what you want to learn, what you want to do, what the goal is, and try to accomplish that goal. So let's say you want to go out. You can be like, okay, I'm going to try to talk to 10 girls tonight, right? If you come in with that goal, it's a lot easier to talk to 10 girls rather than you just spontaneously doing it. Now, if your goal is to network and meet a lot of people, build those professional relationships, then your goal should be, I want to meet 10 people and talk to them. Like just like and like get my expand my network, do follow-up calls, right? So that's two different sides of the stick. And you could do 5 and 5, but you have to come in with that intention. It doesn't just usually happen. And then I'll also say at like events, right? There's a speaker there and you have to sit at this event. How are you going to make the most of it? Maybe are you going to meet the person next to you? Are you going to meet 5 people at the event? Are you going to get the speaker's number? What are you going to do where you can gain something from the event later? So what are you coming in? What intentions do you have? And just by doing that, your life quality will go boom, 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 because you have a goal. Intentions are goals. And if you always strive to hit those goals in whatever you do, it's just compounding growth. It's that 1% better every day in some different way. So there's my words for this week. It's been a long week. And I've not gotten much sleep. You can probably see my eyes. It's cooked. But I'll see you guys in the next.